wind down. We're going to be getting into some big three action, and then before you know it, NFL coverage. Cover my Steelers and his fly, Eagles fly. Shout out MVP Saquon.
Exactly.
Carry the team on his back.
Madden cover Saquon Barkley. Get it right. Madden cover.
My co-host got the special edition where it's just his butt on the cover. I don't understand what did you pay to unlock that one? But let's get into the big three action. It looks like the LA Riot squared off against the Miami 305, and it ended in fisticuffs. We're gonna break it down. We got a video here.
Yes, we do, and
we're gonna show it to you.
We got that, and Steven Jackson getting mad that his trilogy just lost.
Steven Jackson should still be playing.
Lost to Corey Brewer.
I'm disappointed in him and Nick Young being coaches because all the other coaches are like legends, in their 60s and 70s. And then you got Nick Young and Steven Jackson that can still play being coaches. But let's watch the clip. Right in the nostril.
That's disrespectful.
Oh, he swung at him. Reggie Evans blocked it. Reggie Evans would try to beat up Boogie Cousins. Lance is strong.
Stronger than I thought.
Little baby.
They didn't throw no punches. And here you go, Steven Jackson mad that they team lost. They was winning all the way to the second half, and then the second half came. Then it was over with.
That's crazy. I wish Rashad McCants still played. He was funny when he played. And he won a championship. I think like the first 2 seasons they won the chip on the trilogy.
Yep, BIG3 came a long way. I remember when it first started, it had like Allen Iverson and everybody in it.
Allen Iverson was a stain on the league. He played like 2.5 games and then quit.
Shit. When somebody want to fight, they want somebody to grab them. Same bitch ass niggas be at the hotel begging me for shit. Now y'all want to show out in front of these people. One of them niggas get burned fucking with me. I'm not these niggas. Google me, bitch. I will burn one of you hoes.
I will burn one of you
hoes. What you gonna burn and do? This is basketball.
You know Steven Jackson calls with O-Block. He don't play like that.
That's the problem.
He'll get the young hitters to come right for him.
Checking in. He too grown for that. But now
he checked in with the 17-year-old.
Horrible. But now this is crazy right here. I mean, BIG3 is kicking off. Week 1 was crazy. A lot of good games. The Miami 305 Riots with Lance Stevenson and Mike Beasley and Mario Chalmers.
Dwight Howard. I mean, that's an NBA roster.
Dwight was on the LA Riots.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
With the 305, I said Riots probably. With the 305s, they got Lance Stevenson. They got Mike Beasley. They got Mario Chalmers. That's looking like my favorite team that may take it all and win it. And of course, I'm from 305 Miami, so why not? But I mean, them, and then there's a couple other teams out there. I think it was the Power. What was it? The Dallas Power. They had Millsap on. They had
I'm pulling up the rosters right now. Yeah, we got Greg Monroe, who used to play for Detroit, who was an all-star center. Paul Millsap was a 6th man and then all-star for the Utah Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Rice Jr., Glenn Rice's son, he used to play for the Warriors, but he's been killing it in the Big 3 for a couple years. You got John Millsap, well, I guess just Paul's brother. He's 6'6", so he's a smaller Millsap. And then TJ Klein, who is Nancy Lieberman, who's a women coach, so women basketball's legend. That's her son. He's like a 6'9" point forward, so they got a really good team. The Dallas Power is going to be fun to watch. Like we saw here. Let's let you in on the LA Riots roster. Of course, you got Dwight Howard, who's new to this year. He got warned. He got a warning for that fight.
Oh, yeah?
We got Jordan Crawford, who they called Baby Jordan when he first came in the
league.
league.
Was nice. When I watched him play, I didn't know he had handles like that. I was like, why you ain't do this in the NBA?
Oh, yeah, facts. Elijah Stewart, who was good. I believe he played in the NBA for a little bit. Wesley Johnson, who was an NBA lottery pick.
Was good.
He had a few decent years as a role player. Perry Jones III
out of
Baylor. He was drafted really high, I think by OKC. He was drafted by OKC but never panned out, and now he's in the Big 3, maybe trying to get his way back to the NBA. And Nick Young trying to be a coach instead of play. Shame on you, Nicholas Young. You are not that old. But, yeah, those are a couple of the great teams.
Who's are the Detroit AMPs?
I got Joe Johnson, and then you got Jeremy Pargo, Darnell Jackson,
So you know what's funny?
That's the only guys.
Remember
They're
that-
coached by George
Remember
Gervin.
they're
The other
talking
guys are
about.
nobodies.
Remember they're talking about Melo versus Mike Beasley 1-on-1, and they was like, nah, we want to see Joe Johnson versus Mike Beasley 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Well, 305 is about to play the AMP this week 2.
Detroit AMP. Yeah.
So I mean, you may get to see that some 1-on-1. What's that button they press?
Bring the fire.
Bring the fight. That's what they definitely need to bring that to the NBA.
Oh, and
bring
the
it to All-Star
Chicago
games.
triplets got Montrezl Harrell,
He's nice.
former Clipper Laker big man, Jason Richardson,
He's
former
nice.
All-Star dunk
And he can still
champion. Yeah, can still dunk at like 40-something years old. Was a great player for the Suns and the Golden State Warriors. And then they got Amir Johnson, who's an NBA veteran, and they're coached by Dr. J.
dunk. Amir played for what, the Mavs before in the past?
No, I think he played for Utah.
Okay.
I think he's like a backup power forward, kind of a stretch 4.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to tune into the big 3. Hopefully they even add even more players. They started out with an early
Ooh.
season having some greats. They had a couple
They got
low.
the LA Riot. That's week 4. I thought it was week 2. Week 2. That's week 3. How many games they got week 2? I don't know. I got
4 games each week.
Okay. Oh yeah, week 2 they got Detroit versus Miami. They got Boston Balls versus the Trilogy. They got LA Riot versus the Dallas Power. So you get to see Dwight Howard versus Paul Millsap.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a game.
And the Ball Hogs, I used to like, he doesn't play anymore. The White Mamba
Who was that? She used to play for the Heat.
used to play for the Celtics. Brian Scalabrine.
Okay.
They had the White Mamba and they had Leandro
I remember
Barbosa.
Scalabrine. Yeah, I remember Scalabrine was there.
And Barbosa used to kill it in the big 3. But now the Ball Hogs got Jonathan Simmons, who used to be on the Spurs, Chris Johnson, and coached by Gary Payton. The rest of their guys are nobody. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully they get even more and more players as the big 3 goes on. They said they tried to get Caitlin Clark when they came out. But
Oh, yeah, I
she
remember
wanted
that.
to play in the W.
She wanted to play in the W. And then, so y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the big 3. Will y'all be watching? What teams are you looking for? Y'all definitely check out the 305 with Lance Stevenson and Mike Beasley. They got it hands down.